begun. The Clone War has.
All right, so we just got out of Gemini Man. Will Smith, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Benedict Wong. So,
Clive Owen.
what's who?
Clive Owen.
Clive Owen?
Was a bad guy, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's my
right.
boy from The Inside Man, dude. I love that movie.
I mean, we follow it with 3, but
It's tough. I mean, with these kind of movies, being a Will Smith movie, it's like you got a big name actor, so you're expecting it's like
You
hard.
also have like an infinite fan base.
Well, it's like most movies, you're like, oh, it's got to have this name, this guy, this guy. That's kind of like a bunch of big name actors. You think about it, you just name pretty much
the whole cast.
the whole cast throughout the whole movie. That's all that's in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, but it kind of, you know what, I'll say this. We were deciding on what we were going to see. It was either like this or Addams Family. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't. I feel like every action movie has this problem now where it's like there's nowhere to up the game. Because literally this is essentially Jason Bourne just with
With Looper.
Clones.
clones. It's Jason Bourne with clones.
This is Attack of the Clones.
This is literally...
I'm calling it that.
All it is just like... And like, it's a cool concept. And I feel if we had more of the originals, like badassery, we would be like, oh, okay, we would see why it was pertinent that they cloned this guy, but like you didn't. And like what they did show was very subtle, so it was just very like lackluster. Like there wasn't enough hype in what he did
Yeah.
to make you go, oh my god, this guy's like fucking bad. There was like you watch John Wick, and you're like,
Yeah, I'll wait till you're done.
fucking
I
A,
got it.
John Wick is fucking phenomenal. He'll kill you with a fucking rose petal type shit.
I kind of disagree. I'm not gonna lie.
I felt like besides his marksmanship, there was nothing about this guy that was like super
Badass?
fucking phenomenal. Yeah.
But that's the point. He's known for being a sniper. I think, hands down, when he's escaping from his house, everything like that, I thought that he was okay.
No, even that was kind of plain. Like he made a phone call, and he crawled, and then shot a guy, and then you see him take out 2 guys. Like that, the 2 guys back to back was the only badass thing about it. And then the rest of it, the movie, he's running.
The first scene, he takes out a guy on a moving train
But
in a tunnel.
But
Like,
you've seen that. You see that in
That's-
what was it? Sniper 1, Sniper 2. It's been seen. It's been done.
You got to remember, these movies. This movie's predictable.
yeah, it is.
And it's funny because Will Smith, you associate Will Smith with these big,
Explosions.
grandiose movies
Yeah.
because, it's Will Smith, Used to be, what was his?
Yippee-ki-yay.
No, not that.
Independence
That's Bruce
Day,
Willis.
Men in
But
Black.
he was the big guy to go for that big made movie, even though this is in October. I honestly feel Will Smith is
He's on a downtrend.
he's on a downtrend, bro. I mean, we got Bad Boys 3 coming out next year. That might be revamped, but still, Suicide Squad and then this.
All right. I will say this. Will Smith has seen better days, but one thing that I will shout out, though, minor thing, there was a lady that was sitting like right below us in our theater. Every single time Will Smith said something, she did the typical black woman, So, you know what, I'm not going to lie, I got a little hype when they said, oh, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm just like, oh boy.
Born and raised.
For real. But as a whole, though, look, I think it's because I went in with zero expectations. I came out somewhat... I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I thought the action was good. Yeah, okay, the one thing that's kind of jarring is this wasn't the de-aging technology. This was a complete CG Will Smith. So
what, they had like a body double?
yeah, they had a body double, but for his face and for like all the movements, if I'm correct, I think the entire thing is just all CG. It's a little jarring because there are moments where if he's standing still, where his eyes are just moving like too quick, they're not at a human pace. But I mean, beside that, I think it worked. I think there's a lot of shots, if you notice, where they're purposely at night.
Yeah,
So-
where they're like parallel each other.
Or
like
it's from a
one's on
shadow.
one side, one's on the other.
Yeah, like
That way you can hide it. That's easy to do.
That's an old technique too. That's what they used to do with the
Granted,
film splice.
I'm not going to say Will Smith. I mean, you saw in this one, he didn't do his own stunts because when on the dirt bike he turned his head, it was like, that's not Will Smith. That was a stunt double. You clearly saw that. But I don't know, man. I think the CGI is kind of weak.
I'll say this: the one scene where I was like, damn, they did not even try with this one. When the one dude is like shooting into the grocery store and everything's exploding, you clearly see the red laser just like go and it like spliced the shoulder. And I'm like, there's no repercussion for that? Like, I'm thinking like, damn, they didn't even edit that out. I'm just like, wow, okay.
Like, I feel like, as far as action movies go, this is like a 1.
Really?
Because nothing in it is cool, nothing in it is unique, nothing in it is not. Even the chase scene was kind of lame, you know what I mean? It was just them shooting guns at each other. It wasn't like, oh, they did a cool move, or, you know, he slides under a truck or anything like that. It's just like basic stuff.
See, this goes back to what he said. Ever since John Wick came out, everyone wants to create that movie. Oh, we got to make the next John Wick. You don't need to do that. This could have been something completely different. Like this, I mean, it had that Jason Bourne feel, but then when we got towards the end, I felt like we were watching Terminator.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that. Yo,
The assassin.
Yeah, the one clone that came, like, okay, so there's 3 clones in the movie. There's 2 clones. There's Will Smith himself, who's the original. There's the clone where he was raised.
Clone 1.
And then the clone 2, which has no feelings, no emotions, who is a complete wrench that gets thrown in there. And it's kind of, it's predictable. You're like, okay.
As soon as you see him, and you see him, like, do
the moves.
You're like, okay, so that's the clone that they just... My thought was that
he's over here doing parkour.
That's
it's just
literally
like...
just trained to kill. Like, it had no father figure. It had no family dynamic. I didn't know... And then, like, I remembered flashback into, like, previous scenes, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the one that has, like, no emotion, no pain receptors, yada, yada, yada.
But he's the T-1000, man. He came in there, and he was like, gets shot, deflects bullet. I'm like, what the heck? Gets fired, like, he's burning.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, like, come on. You know what? I like the fact that Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I like the fact that even though there's that hint of a hint of a like. Well, even though there's that hint of a romance, I like the fact that they didn't go the cliche. We're gonna get together, get the kiss. Like I was like, R.I.P. for Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
But you know, but he was literally thrown in there for comedic relief. It's like, what is your purpose beside driving?
He really was.
And flying the plane.
Yeah, and flying the plane.
Essentially did.
And singing Ray Charles, sorry. Yeah.
But,
which is a shame, because he's a good actor.
I mean, he's a good actor. Yeah. To me, honestly, I feel like this movie's out of place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's October. I really feel like this movie should have fell into the summertime.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. This felt like it could have been like one of them summer action blockbusters, but for some reason, October's just not that month.
Like what freaking Stuber should have been.
Yeah, well, Stuber, you know.
I'm saying I'll take Gemini Man over Stuber any day.
I just feel like it was out of place. But then again, I honestly thought this was coming out in November, but I don't know what happened there. Too many movies.
So, nothing beats Joker, man.
Oh, well.
Joker was good, but it's a different type of movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm
still on a high from that. So, Gemini Man coming out right after that is a little like, eh. All right, well, Angel, you said you're giving it a 1?
I'm giving it a 1, maybe a 1.5.
All right,
I'm probably
Bucky.
lean on a 1.5, maybe a 2. But then I have to, I'm probably just going to stick with the 1.5. I just feel as though it's just not like, it feels like that run-of-the-mill action/science fiction film where it's John Wick meets the One.
There was a cloning movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Attack of the Clones.
No.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Sixth Day.
There's Sixth Day, and then there was another one with fucking I forget it was a white guy. I forget what his name was though. I fucking forget the movie. It was like
When did it come out?
ages ago. I must have been like 20 something.
Ewan McGregor.
Where he had the bomb inside of him.
Not Train Spot. No.
No.
This is where we do these
It was
people
like
and we
in
try
the
to figure out
future.
the movie.
It was in this. I want to say it's the guy from Journey to Mars. What is that? Fucking hell.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, damn. Imposter.
Yes.
With Gary Sinise.
Yeah, that
The
guy.
aliens come down, they clone 2 people, and it turns out that he's the clone with the bomb in him the whole time. Yeah, see, damn, that's
I'll
old
check
as
it
hell.
out.
How did
I
you
know.
pull that one out your
How
ass?
did I get that? But like as I'm watching this, I was getting flashbacks of that movie
Really?
because I'm like, all right, yeah, it's a clone. I'm like I'm not thinking about the movie. That's kind of what the drawback is. That's why I give it a 1. Because when I'm watching the movie, I'm not thinking about the movie.
You're thinking about
all
what it
these
relates.
other movies that I've seen that are so similar.
Look, I'll say this before I get into the score. Again, going into like I didn't expect much. Was I really invested? No. Did it keep me entertained? At moments. Like, I will say this. One thing that I really was annoyed with is that, like, they really pulled back on the violence. Like, I hate the fact where it's like, oh, I'll do something to your teeth. Next scene, here are his teeth. I'm like, I kind of wanted to see it. Or it's like, hey, like, so-and-so gets shot, but we're not going to show it. But somehow, I don't know. Like, it seemed like this was the diet version of John Wick. Like, I will say that. I don't want to really tie it back to... It's like if you take John Wick with Looper... And a little bit...
I just realized that all the shots were, like, bloodless. There was no...
No blood, exactly. Minus even the train thing. It's like, we're going to show it to you, but not really. It's
PG-13. So.
Yeah, but still. Like, it's just... I feel like you can get away with a lot with PG-13. But overall, I feel like Will Smith carried it. The CG...
I feel like it would have been a better movie if you didn't reveal it was Will Smith.
Yeah,
like
trailers...
They kept going with the young Will Smith, like Hot Notorious Terrorist or something like that. And then
with the shades.
And you find out that, oh shit, it's a clone. And then like
it would have been a bigger reveal.
And then they like take out the lab. You know what I mean? I feel like that would have been a better movie.
So yeah.
I think the pacing of the movie's bad.
Yeah. And I kind of like the ending just because I like that dialogue they had with each other.
Man... Hey, have a good day, guys. I'm going to college now to do this. I'm like, come on.
I say steer to your strengths, and I still say at the end of the day, Will Smith's strengths is comedy.
I agree. I don't know.
I feel as though like the movie itself just moves along like ass backwards a little bit. Like we don't like. I'm pretty sure we all know he's a clone, but they don't fully explain the story until midway through, not even midway through the movie. We're 3/4 to the end of the movie, then we find out, oh, this is what...
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, you know as an audience when sitting in, when he first appears, who it is. So it's like, when you finally see it, it's like, oh, crap. Like, there's no real surprise. I feel like the trailers kind of mess it up. But it's also the selling gimmick of the movie, because I guarantee you, if they didn't do it, nobody would go see it. All right, so I'm just gonna throw it down.
There was a cute little Easter egg though that on the clone's gun, on the dial.
Was it a Captain America?
It was a Captain America shield.
I saw that. I was just like, yeah.
I went to Bucky. I was like, is that a Captain America shield? And he's like, we saw it again. We're like, yeah, it's a Captain America shield.
Yo,
like that.
They were able to successfully create a super soldier. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 2. Again, a little bit higher than you guys. I went in with 0 expectations, like, fuck, I don't want to see this.
You go in with 0, you should be like 3. You should come out feeling like, oh man, that was great.
Yeah,
you have no expectations.
I think the reason why we've given it a lower score, and that's only because we've been pounded with the same trailer for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, if we see Terminator, mind you, I'm not even sure we're going to see it, but fucking Terminator better fucking floor me, because if not, that shit's getting a 0.
Man, nah, it's going to fail.
As much as I've seen
have you seen
this trailer?
We're going to keep running with this. Did you see the trailer for Star Wars? The stuff from... You haven't seen the new one yet?
I'll check it out after this.
It has the mix of the old Star
Oh,
Wars.
yeah, I've seen that trailer. I've seen that trailer.
Cut all these stuff from, like, previously seen movies and just show the... It's like
They're not showing that
it's
much.
less than
Yeah,
a minute.
I know.
I was like, yeah, what the hell?
Ooh. It's good that you talk about Star Wars. There will be we're going to post this, so listen to this as well. There's going to be another podcast that will be coming up soon talking about Star Wars. No. I'll explain. Okay. Until next time, this is Jared.
Angel.
Bucky.
All right. Got some sicklies here, I know. You're sick too?
I got a cold.
Fuck, I'm the only one who's well. Anyway, until next time, we're out.